Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magical moon message. This is the peace dealer. The moon is in Capricorn. As I pass a Saturn vehicle, synchronicities are popping. May the great ruler of this great power remind you that all the knowledge and resources that you need are within you, especially if you have moon on Saturn. And even if you can't tap in the way you think you do, tap your neighbor on the shoulder who you treat the way you want to be treated, and you may find that the answer you're looking for isn't really as far away as you thought. Anyway, this third house transit is scientifically completing the activation phase. Real quick lesson, okay? With new moon cycles, you have the activation phase with the new moon, the second house aspect, and the third house aspect. Then you have the integration phase with the first quarter square, the opening trine, and the opening quincunx of integration. Then you have the full moon, which brings the harvest phase of the full moon, the closing quincunx, and the closing trine. And then you have, of course, the completion phase that brings the third quarter square, the closing sextile, and the balsamic phase. So now that we have sowed the seeds during this new moon, the first quarter square is getting ready to break those seeds out the ground before we harvest those seeds. Whew. In the full moon. There's a wisdom to the understanding of physiological actions that you take as an extension of your psychological process. Certain things you do aligned with synchronicities key in to the causality of supernatural effects that occur by tandem of your physical actions, but experience themselves beyond your brain's ability to totally perceive. And so this is going to help you understand things, mannerisms, habits, and the third house nature, the attitude you are instilling through this definition of your character through your body language, coming from the very core pure energy Scorpio within your soul, is helping you understand the dynamics of this causality and the causality of these dynamics. Okay, this is considerable during this breakthrough arc and phase, because once the moon goes into Aquarius, the wisdom that is transforming your understanding of who you are and how to harness the higher ascended level. Sag, Cap, Aqua, and Pisces are God squad, God level. You are now gaining practical understanding, moon in Capricorn, of what exactly to do to break this through. Okay, so basically what I just said over the past 3 minutes is that you're understanding how to use your superpowers. Does this sound familiar? Yes, because every moon in Capricorn, we're going to do this, especially during cardinal sign seasons. But unlike Aries, Cancer, and Libra, which broke this through, which activated in Aries, integrated through Cancer, and broke through Libra into instilling this in your character, the Scorpio season level of this is strengthening the quality of energy you harness, so that breaking through into Sagittarius, this process is now visual, and coming into Capricorn, you are fully, totally controlling the element of these facets of yourself to complete your character. And then we'll do it all again coming into next year. Okay, so what is being highlighted here? The new moon, of course, in the fixed sign, started to peel the new layers of the onion and put you, let's get it, and put you in a position to start to understand opposite Uranus the unconventional and extra dimensional dynamics that occur subtly with mannerisms physiologically in tandem with how you feel inside. Everything that you feel emotionally is connected to a physical action. That's earth opposite water. Everything that you think is tied to a visual stimulus, right? You think images. That's air opposite fire. And so working with these elements here, all right, the conjunction that activated with this Aries signature, this new cycle of wisdom, stepped you into a new cycle of transformation. And the seed that is going to break through is the total knowledgeable understanding of how we're ready to integrate this next level of supernatural ability in the way you transform your dealings with this. Okay, what makes this very pivotal is that all the facets of you using your abilities up until this point was like customizing your character. Libra was the breakthrough because this now marked the period relative to 12 years of evolution that you're transcending the function and element. Your boy is channeling. My vocabulary is on point. Hold on, let me just toot my own horn because this Gemini vocab, I hate to be like really weird right now and like bragging, but like my vocabulary is on point, guys. This shit is ridiculous. And the channeling too. It's not even that on point, but like I just want to do okay, my bad. That was so unnecessary too. But anyway, yes. Okay. This very profound element of the deepening wisdom that goes into Moon and Scorpio understanding much more occult and hidden psychological dynamics is transforming the results of your partnerships, because Libra season that had us customize the development and transcendence of these powers towards how we're breaking through, utilizing it towards other people. This is the transit where now, after you have broken through the definition and activation of your power, to which the way you express your character reflects the nature of your superpowers and abilities, Scorpio season is where you actually now break through and transforming every area of your life with this advanced nature of abilities. I want to explain why the Moon in Aquarius is going to help you understand these extra dimensional dynamics with the total knowledge that will take the direction you're taking this understanding of the attitude of your superpowers and what actually you're breaking through. So Moon in Capricorn is you actually doing it. Moon in Aquarius is you understanding the knowledge of what you done did. Because Moon's going to go through Pluto, and that's going to be a mini boss battle. Sometimes before you fight the boss, you fight mini bosses. Moon opposite and conjunct Pluto transits are mini boss battles. This is why you'll feel very extreme. Mercury, that was squaring Pluto the past few days, brought extreme dialogue, whether with actual people or just energetically in your head, which was still with actual people, non-locally. And so these frequency and vibration wars reach their peak as relative to these outside influences, which serves as catalysts, okay, will now really trigger how you respond in that situation, which of course will map who you are and what your character is. And the exemplary, by the way, when I say superpowers, you can think of abilities, but your superpower is your quirk. And so what I'm hoping you understand when I keep saying supernatural abilities and superpowers is that the core of your superpower is the core of who you are expressed through your personality. So the nature of your abilities is going to align to the nature of who you are personally. And that's where you don't have to worry about levitation and all these abilities. You want to really break through in the understanding of yourself in a way that's not just abstract, like get better and be spiritual. Moon and Pluto on Cap is going to have you ask hardcore questions about your life. Do you really identify as this nationality? Do you want to keep paying taxes? Do you understand that you are a sovereign being? Do you understand authority? Do you understand the systematic nature collectively of how you here connected to someone in Kuwait using similar infrastructure and systematic protocol versus other people who exist outside of it in this collective, holistic, inner, blah, 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 insert big word, okay? This is very key because in understanding this and asking the Capricorn real questions, what's going to arise with Pluto is any resolved extreme emotions that you swept under the rug so that you can release it. Any extreme attachments, any extreme unalignment outside who you really are will be risen so that you can release and purge this, okay? Capricorn doesn't fuck with fake. And if it exists within you, that shit is dead. And if it exists around you, it's going to use you to kill it. By you taking actions that are aligned in integrity, and so the realness of you, which can't be threatened, move forward. On the topic of realness that can't be threatened, what's real can't be threatened. And so you have groups of people whose entire existence is a lie. And because their entire existence is a lie, they constantly walk around life threatened and full of fear, especially when people say things that allude to the truth of their existence. And so they have to respond in kind, get super defensive, get super sensitive, and start spreading all these false deceptive narratives because these are not real people. And some of you are starting to recognize, Moon on Pluto and Capricorn is starting to help you recognize the difference between who is real and what's not, beyond race, beyond color, beyond sex, beyond gender. It's soul, baby. And some of these souls are vessels for literal demons. Ask the 46th Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris, who is the literal vessel of Lucifer. That's not a debate. If you want receipts, anyone who knows anything can pull that up. 2042 is the asteroid of Lucifer in astro.com. If it's not 1930 or 1923, look it up yourself. Her birthday is public, okay? These dynamics are going to now integrate the Scorpio purity of these social dynamics opposite Uranus is unconventionally upgrading the dynamic with Jupiter back in Pisces of how deeply and psychologically supernatural you now take the concept of yourself as a spiritual being having a physical experience and break through your integration of every single relationship you're with, affirming that. Much of the problem we're in is because as a society, we lied to ourselves. Well, some of us, we didn't lie. You called us crazy because we kept it true and real. But like society as a whole lies to itself, sweeps these things under the rugs, and idiomatically, through many idiomatic statements and vernacular entrapment with the same language that's meant to entrap you, literally speak spells to keep you entrained in illusions. So now you talk to yourself and other people like you're physical, like you have limitations, and it goes against the true nature of your soul. A Moon Pluto transit like this is going to break you through the definition of your deeper understanding, okay, of the power needed to break through your expression of this wisdom. So every single one of you initiated the unlocking of your soul signature. This Moon in Capricorn is going to break through the higher incredible utilization of supernatural abilities in connection to who you used to be and who you are now that will connect you to other people that can bring this out. This is highly supernatural, and it's preparing you for a Moon in Aqua, Pisces, and Aries that will integrate and prepare for this full moon in Taurus. Okay, you have to be willing to let go of everything that's not you. Some of you are still identifying with your old mortal self. There is an immortal divine facet of you that is going to be breaking free, and this having you embrace the Scorpio season transformation will now give attitude and physical form to the depth of supernatural quality of energy that is coursing through you. And that's why this is difficult, because a lot of this is frequency. It's not physical. So the Moon in Capricorn is going to help you understand physically how to make real sense of these unseen dynamics, and this is going to break you through into using superpowers. Now, Moon in Aqua is going to come And you're going to use these superpowers to transform everything in your life. Scorpio season, you're going to understand the knowledge of that. In Pisces, you're going to understand creatively how to use your imagination to further create more of this change. And in Aries, you're going to integrate who you are to create this routine around the transformation of your life, harvesting in Taurus, all of this. Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy. Peace.